But okay, we built it up enough. Now let's move on. We got the return of a classic segment.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
This is...
I'll get it pulled up.
Yeah, this is... Well, while you're doing that, we'll play the song here. The Conspira3 Game part, I think, 17 or something.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's time to play the Conspira3 Game.
I love conspiracy theories.
Here on the Josiah Show.
From outer space, from another planet.
He really did talk about aliens quite a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Well, anyway, moving on to the game now. Now, Jack, are you ready? Do you have everything prepared for us?
I'm ready. Let's see if you guys can start this portion of this season of the show well.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we ended on a good note last time. Didn't I get all of them right last time?
Yeah, you guys won.
But that was the one you
First
straight
time.
up said was, quote, baby mode and does not count. So I'm
Did I
looking to
say
get
that?
one. No, you didn't say it. You just said it was easier than... You made it easier.
I think that was the second one, the one that you still failed.
No, the last one I think you said you made easier.
Oh, well, I don't remember. We could run it back.
Well, whatever. I got better as time went on because the first one I got 0, the second one I got 1, and then the last time I got 3.
All right, boys, here we go. Now, remember, let me go over the rules again for anybody new.
Yeah.
Basically, I got 3 conspiracy theories for you here. One of them turned out to be true, right? This was a theory that it came out that the people debating it weren't that crazy because it was 100% true. Another one I completely made up, fabricated, right? Fake news.
Right.
I throw this out there just to cause some chaos, right?
Right.
And then the third one is just a normal conspiracy theory.
Right.
Unconfirmed. People are still debating it, right? And your job is to figure out which is which. We got Mikey. We got Josiah.
Yep.
And
of course the host.
we're going to, and me, Jack. And we're going to start this. We're going to get started with the first one, all right? This first one is called the Watergate scandal. Basically, the theory posits that the Nixon administration was involved in a cover. I'm just kidding. That. I saw you get excited over there.
I was just not saying anything.
You're like, oh, I know this one.
I was like, I heard that one.
Even Mikey knows it too.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's
I think there's about 15 phone calls that prove that one was real. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, if we had done that, we would get calls going on. It's gonna be Nixon and be like, "I didn't do it.
What are you saying about
That's
me?"
the fake one. He made it up." No,
Yeah, Nixon calling from hell, I guess.
Oh, is he passed?
Bro, he'd be like 110 if he was still
Well,
alive.
rest in peace, Nixon.
Yeah, he'd be calling from up from heaven.
But I just saw him on the Talk To Us show.
Well, I wouldn't be on here if I didn't think I had something.
All right,
But, hold on, I mean, that's a good sidetrack.
Curveball, dude. Mikey is focused. He's ready to
You
get
saw that
started.
old ass footage of Nixon, and he already looked old there, and you thought that guy's probably still alive.
I don't know, man. Jimmy
Well, I wouldn't
Carter
be on
was
the
still
show
alive.
if I didn't feel I had something to
Dude,
say.
Jack goes, I don't believe it. His like son reported it or something. Or who said that in the group chat?
What do you mean?
When didn't whoever died recently, Nixon
Jimmy Carter?
or Jimmy Carter?
Nixon's
sorry.
been dead for, I think, about 30 years.
Dude, I get my names mixed up with these presidents.
Well, Jimmy Carter was
Christian.
president like right after Nixon, so I guess it makes sense.
See, I have something.
All right, sorry. That was just a curveball. I just wanted to get you guys
Yeah.
warmed up.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in sidetrack. You brought that up
No, I
as a joke for like 10
sidetracked.
seconds, and then I turned into a whole
It's
conversation
all
about
right.
Nixon. So.
I thought that would get you, Josiah.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
it did.
Here we go. The first one. This one's called, I like to call this one, the astronauts died.
Oh, okay. That sounds exciting.
Okay, this is the missing cosmonaut theory, right?
All right.
This theory posits that before Yuri Gagarin's famous 1961 spaceflight from the Soviet Union, the Soviet Union allegedly sent other cosmonauts into space who died or disappeared. Their missions were erased from the records. That's what this theory states. Basically, the internet says that there are unverified recordings of distant signals from orbit and anecdotal accounts by Soviet insiders that say these failures were covered up, right? There's even a YouTube video as part of this theory that's audio from one of these supposed missing cosmonauts of them burning up, right?
No.
So that is the first one. I'll start you off with a simple one. That's the missing cosmonauts, the Russian cosmonauts, right?
Well,
What do you think?
Well, I'll say I'm leaning towards. I don't think this is real either. I don't think this is the one that's confirmed real because I feel like I would have heard about it. But I will say.
But it's Soviet stuff. You don't hear a lot about Soviet stuff.
Well, if this is. Well, I've heard before. Well, I knew his name before Yuri Gagarin because he was the first man in space, so he's kind of a historical figure. I knew, so I feel like if there was it was confirmed. Yes, that's true. He was technically not the first man in space. I mean, just the first man in space who came back alive. I feel like I would have known about that.
But
so.
I mean, you think about the time. It's the Cold War.
Well, yeah,
the Soviets wouldn't want to admit.
But if it was confirmed real, then that would mean that's just public information, and you could. I feel like I would have heard about that.
All right.
I mean,
If
maybe
you
I'm
feel that way.
but at the same time, I don't want to say it's you made it up, because. Well, there's one thing that's pointing me to maybe you made it up. We'll have to keep listening.
Why is that?
Because you mentioned the audio. There is audio that's very similar to what you were describing of the astronauts burning up, but it's not a Soviet thing. It's in the Apollo 1 audio exists. You know Apollo 1?
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened. They got caught on fire and died. And that you can hear. It was very disturbing. But that audio is out there.
Well, all right.
And so that makes me think. So I'm leaning towards. I'm stuck between. I don't think it's. I'm nearly completely sure it's not real, but I will say, I'm stuck between you made it up and it's a real conspiracy.
Okay.
But I'm leaning towards the real conspiracy right now because I think. Because even though I don't think it's real, it makes sense in terms of I could believe the Soviets doing that at some point. So I don't think it's completely crazy to think they might have done it, but. But I don't know. I just have to keep listening. But yeah, Mikey,
what do you think, Mikey? You're really deep in thought.
I'm like, so. Oh, I forgot we're on a radio show.
It's okay.
I want to go almost as if it was a conspiracy, but it wasn't proven to be real. So it's just like somebody made it up.
Okay.
Not the one that you made up, but.
You don't think I made it up?
Well, it's either you made it up or somebody. It's like the one that somebody made up, but was proven or whatever.
What makes you think that, Mikey? Do you want to share? I mean, we're on the same train of thought. I mean, I guess we have the same
I'm gonna
train
be
of
honest.
thought here because
I
You guys
zoned
agree.
out halfway through, and then you said astronauts or something. What was the word?
cosmonauts,
Cosmonauts. What are those?
You didn't even
the
listen?
Russian astronauts.
I'm gonna be honest. I totally zoned out.
That's just the Russian term for astronauts because astronauts is like an American term.
So I'd be worried if the guy I'm working with has the same opinion of me, but he didn't even listen. Because that means he's just pulling it out.
Well, because
Well, it's like one of those conspiracy theories where I was like listening, and then I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know.
was-
And
Okay.
then-
All right.
he's taking. It could be the other way around where he just knows I'm so good at this game with my 1-win record so
So-
far that I know which way the wind's blowing here. you know?
Yeah, you guys are on the same page here. You guys have the same answer. Remember, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You,
No, we don't. I know we don't have to.
One
but-
person could go
I will
against
defeat you just
the
then.
other.
Yeah. Well, he defeated me the one time he was on. But have you got a perfect score yet? I don't think so.
I haven't. I
No,
only
yeah,
had two
because you
out of
weren't
three.
here.
Yeah.
I was listening though,
Yeah.
and I guessed it all wrong.
Okay.
Well, would you guessed it all wrong? You listen.
Yeah.
So far, I'm not saying this to brag or anything, but I'm technically the better man of this game. I'm just saying.
All right. Second one. This one's wild.
Okay.
This one's crazy. Brace yourselves. I call this one the dang baby boomers.
You always give good names for them. I
Yeah, I
appreciate
always add my own little names, but
All
it's quite sad actually. It's quite I should joke about this one. This is the Dead Baby Project conspiracy theory. Okay. Oh, Mikey woke up for that one. He's gonna listen
This
to this
one's
one.
fake. This is the one that you made up. I already
The
know.
conspiracy theory says the Dead Baby Project refers to allegations that during the Cold War era, world governments secretly collected deceased infants without parental consent, using them for nefarious experience and possible satanic rituals. That's what the internet says, right?
The Soviet Union did this.
No, the world governments, almost
all the world governments did this.
many different
Like NATO?
governments. I don't think it says that they work together, but it just says world governments.
All right.
So like plural.
Okay.
The theory claimed that these babies were using experience to measure things like radioactive contamination in human bodies. Theory claims that grieving parents were often unaware that their child's remains were being taken and possibly used for scientific research, violating ethical norms around informed consent. The internet's going crazy with it. They say it's like a satanic thing or stem cell harvesting by big governments secretly, and it's like an underground thing. They also say that these babies could be taken to to be made into sleeper agents, like resurrected or something. You know, this one goes crazy, right?
Okay, so there's no way this is real.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it could be. These are just like claims around it. But okay, maybe I shouldn't. You know what? For future going forward, I won't add like fringe elements to the theory because like that can technically be like part of it. And it can still be.
I have a train of thought on this one. Keep going. I'll wait till you finish though.
Yeah. Okay. That's the overview.
I gotta be honest. I think you played yourself, my friend. I think you gave the game away by saying I shouldn't include a. I think that one's fake. I think you made that up.
You think I made that up?
As soon as he said babies, I was like, oh.
I was partially leaning towards. There's kind of a curveball here how you prefaced it by saying it's very sad because that makes you think either you made it up and you want me to think you're taking this seriously by saying it's very sad, or you're saying it's very sad because it is actually sad. You want to, not be a dick about a bunch of babies, dead babies.
So
I think that's.
Are you agreeing with this, Mikey?
So the conspiracy theory is that
world governments
took babies,
secretly took dead babies,
took dead babies,
and used them for various reasons.
Okay, so my opinion is I think that one's fake because that cannot. Well, usually the previous one cannot be real because I would have known about that. So that one I'm just ruling out.
You've said that before.
And the previous one. Wait,
wrong.
Hold on. The Russian. The previous Russian one was what? Astronauts did what?
There were astronauts before the first confirmed man in space. So it was the astronauts before that died trying to get there, and they never told anyone about it.
Soviets beat us to space. Can you believe that? Did you know that?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that we got to the moon first, but let's be real, the Soviets kind of won the space race. I mean, they got to space first.
They got the first satellite first, yeah.
I mean, but it ended with us, so technically we were the winners.
Also, you do have to consider that the Soviets, in terms of, like, their doctrine when it comes to, like, ideology and world politics, they're willing to sacrifice some people. Like, that's kind of their manpower is one of their greatest assets.
And frankly... That's why. I mean, it's good we don't do that, but that's why they won all those races.
But
they would just.
That goes into the theory. They could have probably just half-assed it and thrown some people up there.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't.
But
anyway, when they sent dogs up there, they didn't come back.
Yeah, they never intended to come back. But anyway, that's that one, Mikey. Are you on the same page? Just you calling bullshit on this one?
Okay, so. That's minus 20 points for you. I'm just. Mikey, told you.
Let's just move forward.
Mikey,
whatever.
Okay, don't say. I'm begging. Don't say it again.
It's not like I try. Mikey, what do you think about this?
I'm gonna say.
I deserve it.
Okay, all right, we're done.
It's never on purpose.
We're moving on. All right.
I'm gonna say. First one.
You have to make your final decision, but just while you're thinking about the second one.
Okay, think about the second one.
Yeah,
I think the second
we have 3
one.
total.
I think the second one is a fake. The second one you didn't make up. I'm thinking the first one you made up. The second one.
You're going against Josiah here.
Was
this turned into
made up by something else.
This turned into a 1v1.
But I'll wait until
turn
I hear
that music on.
All right, fine. All right,
trying to focus here.
All right, fine. All right, that's my version of the Jeopardy theme. All right.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so far, you don't have to make your final decision yet, but so far you're leaning towards the astronaut one is the fake one, and then this one is it's an actual conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and the first one is the one that Jack made up.
Well, ours are swapped, so
yeah, swapped.
So that means. Here's the thing, we can change our answers when we hear about this. That means so far, technically, if we're going to follow that logic, we probably will agree on the next one that it's real.
Yeah.
The
next one has to be real if you guys are going to keep your current, stances. All right. This one, I guess I didn't make a funny name up for this one. This one's just called the Zumba Hum conspiracy theory. All right. This theory posits that there is a subculture of Slavic peoples known as the Zumba who claim that they hear a persistent low-frequency hum that follows them everywhere, quite similar to tinnitus. You ever heard of tinnitus?
No, I haven't.
That is confirmed, though. Tinnitus is an actual medical thing where you constantly hear ringing in your ear. But basically, the Zumba people, they claim to hear low-frequency hum that follows them everywhere. This phenomenon, dubbed as the Zumba hum, is described as a low, rhythmic drone, like a faint foghorn in the distance. And basically the theory built around this states that there's a unique bone structure, unique to the Zumba people, and how that bone structure came to be is like the element of the theory. So people say that it was, so they're Slavic people, so people claim that it was a Soviet military experiment gone wrong. It's a whole message from ancient cultures of like evolution based around ancient astronaut. You ever heard the ancient astronaut theory?
No, I haven't.
That's a crazy one. There's also another hypothesis that it's an energy harvesting thing, and that wherever they are in the world, wherever they came from, it's like they're being used to harvest energy, and that's where the hum comes from. So basically the theory is that this is totally real. It was like a government experiment gone wrong, and their bone structure is completely different, leading to what is called the Zumba hum. What do you guys think?
No, I think that one's fake.
I'll tell you what, is it their bone? Is the theory that they can just hear the...
It's real. The Zumba hum is real.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say that was the one I was gonna say for sure is real. That just makes the most sense. But now I'm thinking their bone structure being different.
Josiah, you said, were you joking just now when you said the Soviet Union went to the moon or went to space before us?
No, they did.
That actually happened.
The Soviet Union beat us in pretty much every single...
And the conspiracy theory for number one was astronauts died.
Before the official Yuri Gagarin. That's the Soviet guy that went to space.
I like we're on this for like the third time.
Well, Mikey's got to understand.
Okay, yeah.
Before that's officially happened, right? The theory is that before the Soviets sent up people, even before him, that died, and it's a cover-up, and they didn't tell anybody.
Okay, that's conspiracy that was later true. Third one, you made up. The last one you made up.
I think the Zumba hum. Yeah, okay.
And the second one is whatever the last answer is.
Okay. So that one's just a normal conspiracy
I feel like this is the hardest one because
baby.
I don't think someone's bone structure just inherently being different. I don't believe I think, but then I don't know how that makes it. Which ones of these can be, because there's no way it can be confirmed a baby came back to life. And I'm gonna say this one has to be the real one just based on the other two. There's no way those can be real.
I got to clear it up. The baby coming back to life, that was one aspect. People thought that they were like resurrecting babies like satanically, right?
So that one is...
That one's just babies were stolen by world governments, essentially.
Okay, so that makes me think... Okay.
I got to clear that up.
That one I think is real.
I gave you some help there.
That one's real.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you gave me some help, but it's kind of a bit of...
yeah, I'm not gonna let
Yeah, okay, no, I mean, you gave me some... I appreciate it. I use my lifeline here. Yeah. But that one is real, I think. Mm-hmm. Because I can believe the government doing something like that.
You think the dead baby project is real?
Yeah, okay. I think...
Because
I just don't see how someone's bone structure can just be different, and that... How can that, like a race of people, like a people of a country or an area, their bone structures being different from birth?
You don't see that happening?
I don't think I don't know. I don't necessarily...
Scandinavian peoples, they have different hand structures because they used to row so much on boats.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that can't happen then. Well,
I'll help you, and I'll throw a curveball at you at the same time.
Maybe this is a sad thing for me to say about the government. I can more believe the government's stealing dead babies over.
Okay, so you think that one's real? Yeah,
I think this is an actual theory.
You think Zumba hum conspiracy is just a theory?
Yeah, and then the astronaut thing I think you just made up.
So wait. So you think okay. So you think
which one did Jack make up for you?
The astronaut one. I think.
Which one was a conspiracy that was later proven true for you?
The dead babies.
Yeah.
And so that means the third one was just a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
And
your answers
are the first one is real.
Okay, confirmed. Astronauts.
Second one was a real conspiracy. Third one you made up.
So we agree. I think we agree on literally none of them then.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's going to be interesting then. I mean, I think I said this before, I probably got none of them right, but I'm just saying.
You should go one by one.
Wait, say yours one more time, Mike. I just want to, just for the drum roll, see who wins.
Yeah, don't.
You think the cosmonauts was confirmed?
Confirmed.
Yeah, and you think...
The second one...
Dead babies I made up?
No. The third one you made up.
Okay, Zumba.
Yeah.
Zumba I made up.
And the second one is whatever's left.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I feel like I got none of these right, but that's my. I think this was the hardest one personally.
This is a really difficult one. I'll give it to you guys.
All right. So how about this? So you like usually say how many we got right. Not yet when we play and then go through each one to say which one. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the drum roll. The drum roll now. What was it?
Both you guys tied.
Oh, really?
But you
okay.
Only either of you got one right.
We only got one.
So you got one out of 3 right, both of you. But for different one. Wait, hold on. That doesn't even make any sense. Sorry. The fact that you guys had different ones tripped me up. So I'll just tell you what's right, what's wrong. We can figure this out.
Okay.
The Dead Baby Project is real. That was a real conspiracy theory that turned out to be true.
Oh yeah, so I got that one.
So you get that one right.
Yeah,
I got one.
All right.
So that means I got number 3 right.
The missing cosmonauts. That's just a conspiracy theory, unconfirmed.
Oh, okay.
I didn't make that one up. Right? I made up the Zumba Hum conspiracy.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh.
So you thought that I made up the cosmonaut one.
No, I thought you made up the third one, the last one, the whistle.
And you thought
he thought that you made up the first one, the cosmonaut.
No, I thought you made up the baby one.
Okay, so both of you actually had the same answers.
No.
Well, okay. I think I understand you. I got the baby one right because that was a real thing.
Yeah.
And you said you thought the Zumba Hum thing was fake.
Yeah, that he made up.
And that's what it was. So we were right about that, and we were right about nothing else. So
yeah.
Yeah. So 2 out of 3 actually.
No, because we didn't agree on them.
Oh right.
Okay,
Sorry. 1 out of 3, both of you tied.
Oh, you know what? If I'm going to get any score that's not perfect, I'm okay with getting 1 out of 3. Because really the only one I'm really concerned about getting right is which one was real. Because at the end of the day, the other 2 are still fake. You know, I mean, it's still. I mean, it matters in the context of the game which one was made up and not or not. But at the end of the day, they still. I mean, I guess if it's a real conspiracy, it could have happened, but it probably didn't.
So governments.
I'll tell
stole
you.
Babies?
Because I got the real one.
I'm gonna say
here.
right now, there's no way the cosmonaut thing happened. Maybe it's a theory, but I feel like there's no way that happened.
That would have been my pick for real because I could see the Soviets doing that 100%.
No, I can see them doing that, but I feel like that would have come out if they did.
Yeah, but I could see it being kind of like, oh, whatever.
Because so much of the other crazy stuff they were doing has like them bringing back a dog's head to life and all that. That's all can come out. So I feel like.
So basically, I'll go into the Dead Baby Project and how it was real. In the late 1990s, documents revealed the existence of studies like Project Sunshine, which, by the way, that's the creepiest name for a project like this. Mm-hmm. That's terrible.
Project Rainbow involves taking off still alive babies' heads and feeding them to cannibals.
Yeah. A research program initiated by the United States in the 1950s to investigate the effects of nuclear fallout on children. Many samples were taken without parental knowledge or consent, particularly in the UK, United States, and Australia. So
that's messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, that's messed up. I'm not supporting. I didn't play the drum roll.
I know, but
the applause.
Kind of a goofy sound effect.
Well, maybe it is, I guess. But I'm standing. And the
Project Sunshine.
Yeah, what if the babies see this? Crazy. I know this is horrible. I'm sorry.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sad.
You use the mic, Mike.
That's crazy to me.
Mikey's tripping on Adderall right now.
You guys did all right.
He was talking to the mic.
I have a prediction. I bet next week it's going to be so hard. Neither of you guys are going to get any of them right.
I just can't believe the government would do that.
I can very much believe they would do that, sadly. I mean, to be fair, it is bad. It's very bad, obviously, but I mean, I can believe they would do it just because it's not like the babies were alive. It's not like they were like stealing babies off the street.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't.
It's still bad. I'm not condoning it. That was very bad, But I'm just saying that's why I'm not so surprised it actually happened. But yeah, round of applause for getting 1 out of 3. That's a good score, right? That's
Woo! For both of you guys.
More than 0, yeah.
Even though you weren't agreed.
That caused me to have a lot of brain power right there. That was.
Yeah, you were focused, dude.
Wow.
I could see it. I could see it.
Do we have to restart?
I've never focused more in the past 4 years of college.
Yeah, Mikey was locked in. He was looking like he was about to start spitting the meaning of life when he was doing that.
The thing is, it's tough with that game because you're also trying to read Jack. Because Jack has a personality, and you kind of wonder. That's why I was able to get that last one correct.
Zumba?
Yeah, you made that up.
It was a Zug Island kind of deal.
Yeah.
The thing is, I could not. I don't try to read him anymore because I feel like he does a good job hiding what he's thinking when he's reading these. So
but the thing is, also, I would say is maybe sometimes he would make up that first one because maybe he's really tired. So he's like, oh, I'll just take something that that's kind of been
Kinda
done
happened.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I'll do
spin
that.
it. But what gave it away is that me personally, how I was listening to it, now yes, I barely listened to that first one, was that third one, you almost over-explained it as if you made up the story.
Oh.
So for next week, you got to do it all the same length.
Okay. All right.
Because the second one, you barely explained. You didn't barely explain it, but you said, "Oh yeah, they kind of just did some stuff." Blah blah blah. It's sad. Mm-hmm. The third one, dude, you were going in story mode.
And you know what the thing about it is that especially now in my new class schedule, I put them together in between classes. So I do the tiniest bit of research. I'll find the tiniest bit of information. I'll put it in. But the one I make up, I create with a prompt.
Yeah, with your
so
head,
it gives me so much.
That's why I can't read you because well, hold on. Have you always done it like that? Have you always created them with a prompt?
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought at first it would be easier to tell which one you made up because I thought it wouldn't have as much detail or something. That's where the prompt.
But see, the thing about it, I don't just take the prompt face value. I change a lot about it, but I like the general idea.
Because AI can't on its own write a good conspiracy theory. I feel like.
Yeah. Or
depending on what you're using, but ChatGPT on its own cannot write a good conspiracy theory.
Actually, I disagree. The prompt, the stuff that it gives me after the prompts is actually pretty.
Well, what do you
cool.
do? You just say write a conspiracy theory. And
write a conspiracy theory about this, and then it creates a name. It creates full histories. It's crazy.
Okay. Well, I guess because I feel like if you just say make a conspiracy theory on its own, it would just say an alien was spotted in front of Harvey's Pizza on January 6, 1941. So,
dude, if you ask it to make a conspiracy theory about the FBI, it will come up with the crazy one that actually sounds real.
Well, you want to try real quick?
Yeah, watch. I'll do it right now.
Here, what
did ChatGPT say about Revenge of the Sith? Did you ask that question?
Yeah, I did.
What was the question?
Write a conspiracy
about the FBI. And give it a little something. FBI and fruit snacks.
Give it some sugar.
And fruit snacks?
Yeah,
okay.
in the 2010s.
I'll push it back a bit.
Fruit snacks weren't around.
2000s.
Okay. Tooth.
And see, would you guys have guessed this if I made this up?
The FBI's secret fruit snack agenda of the 2000s. Okay, I cannot read all this, dude, but I will.
See, it's detailed.
Oh my god, it's still going, man.
I told you, man. ChatGPT is amazing.
Wow, it's going multiple steps.
Let me just say, summarize this in one paragraph.
It gives good details.
I'm not reading. It's step 4, the fruit snack purge. Come on, please.
Purge.
Summarize this in one paragraph, please.
Mind control.
I'm not reading all that.
That would be good. That would actually be good.
The shortened version is.
That would be too.
And sometimes ChatGPT does this stupid thing where you ask to summarize something and just gets a completely different version. So maybe this isn't the whole thing. I'll copy and paste it so we can see it later. But the summarized version is. In the early 2000s, the FBI allegedly used fruit snacks as a part of a covert operation to manipulate and surveil the public, particularly children, by secretly embedding RFID chips and psychoactive additives in snacks like Gushers and fruit roll-ups.
Psychoactive.
The agency tracked purchasing habits, collected biometric data, and subtly altered children's moods to promote compliance and docility.
What?
The FBI also worked with advertisers to embed subliminal messages in commercials encouraging conformity.
That's awesome.
By 2008, the operation was supposedly exposed and shut down, but conspiracy theorists believe that fruit snacks may still be used as tools of influence today.
That's awesome.
I stand corrected. They do a good job.
It makes me want to generate 20 different ones and then throw them on Reddit.
A conspiracy
just to get them out there and see how far they go.
Chris Chan being
a
CIA plant.
That's a great one.
And I'll say summarize in one paragraph again.
Yeah.
And something went wrong, and now I got to log in.
Oh, no, I can do it on my phone.
Okay, right? Yeah, write a conspiracy about...
Chris Chan being the president.
That's... Okay. I was trying to do one where it could actually be real. But...
Oh, you want a sleeper agent?
Yeah, do one about Chris Chan being involved with the CIA, and then if it's too long, just say summarize in one paragraph.